I know there are no shortcuts. Success is never accidental. You know, it takes a lot of planning, it takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of input from different people. It takes having mentors and people you can trust to advise you. It takes investing quality time in all of the areas that it takes to build a championship team. You've got to get the right people on your bus. They got to get in the right seats. Everybody's got to be all on the same page. But you have to be careful about doing it deliberately, patiently, the right way. Don't take any high risks. Don't take any shortcuts. Just follow the path. Be patient. And, just outwork everybody.
Get it out quick, make that quick decision.
Here, you could have caught it here. Yeah. Hey, you could have caught it here, not that. Yeah. We've got to make sure we execute better and we finish up.
Lynn was part of it when they had the #1 draft picks back to back. It was Sue Bird and Lauren Jackson, right? 3 years later, they were able to win a championship. A few years after that, it was Jewel Lloyd and Stewie in Seattle. 3-4 years after that, they won a championship. You have Las Vegas that had 3 #1s in a row. Kelsey Plum, Asia Wilson, and Jackie Young, right? 4 years later, they won a championship. It's gonna take work. We're still in this process. Our process is gonna drive success, right? Like, that's what I've got to get these guys to understand. Like, we can't let outside noise skip any of the steps to where we're trying to go.
I think Christy and her energy and her experience, she's coached Bird, she's coached Taurasi, Deladon, she's coached the great players. She knows what it takes to motivate those type players and to put it all together. So I just like all the pieces that we're putting together.
We're competitors, and you can already see that we're all competing and we all want to win, so that's really fun. And to play on a team that really cares about winning and really wants to do well for each other, that's special. So
Jesse Wallace is just those quintessential team players for you.
I really like her with this Indiana team. She's another one of those vets for this team. It's just when you look at Indiana, they're really young.
I lead by example, and what I do on the court, I give everything, every possession, and that's kind of just the way I play. And this team is special because they're so responsive to that type of leadership, but also just to the other leaders we've got on the team.
Becoming a mom has definitely been something that has changed my life, changed my whole career even.
Katie Lou, a first-round pick by Chicago back in 2019, 4th overall.
As a mom, I can bring, maturity to this team and a lot of patience, and we have a lot of younger players, so just being able to be that leader figure, that mom figure, if anyone needs to have someone to count on or just know I'm always going to be there for them.
Erica Wheeler is the vet and the leader the Fever needed, and I think a perfect player to have on your roster when you're bringing somebody in like Caitlin Clark.
My mom always told me to put people first because people don't remember what you say, they remember how you make them feel. So I always just try to put myself in the best position to help people. For my teammates, these are like my sisters. We spend a lot of time together. We are family, so it's my job that I'm 9 years in to make sure they have everything they need. And then also, love on them too. I always want them to feel me in a way that I care.
But she's a pure scorer, the #2 pick of the 2018 draft, and you know that she's one of the best players at the pro level.
Although I'm a veteran, I've been around a while, I would say that I am altruistic. Whatever the team needs, whatever is required. I like to think that I could be that for my team, and I want to apply as much pressure on the defenses as I can. And if I could do that along with having great people around me in this group that we have now, I think my role can only flourish by being aggressive, being who I am. On top of that, I can just add the effect of being so versatile that I could be whatever my team needs.
My first 3 years, I didn't know what to expect. and I had high expectations, and I had all these things that I couldn't control, but I wanted to, right? But then you play 7 years and you have experience. You know, I'm back, and my mentality now is just to bring what I can bring, step into the role that I am given, and do it to the best of my ability.
Well, it's long and athletic. It's active on the defensive end. She runs the floor. She's a good screener.
I never take anything for granted. Like, you know, this can end like this. Anything can end like this. So I'm just enjoying my time.
Demi is a firecracker. She's going to give it her all on offense and defense, but she's a tough player as well.
And I realized that being a communicator is so important on a team. And so I decided to step out of my shell, literally like step out of my comfort zone, bring in that positive energy, that optimism, that strength, that fierceness, that eye contact, high fives or whatever when you need it, right? Make noise, even if it's falling on deaf ears and you get annoyed with that, like it's just keep it up, be consistent with it, because it's gonna get through at some point, you know, and others are gonna hear it, the right people will hear it and they will help you as well. You should all be, you know, really aspiring to, at the end of the day, try and be the best you can be in what role you're given and enjoy life.
There, guards, you're gonna pop out here for that second shot. You're gonna get a shot in the court. Now we're a little bit smarter in different scenarios. We understand how close games, we need to slow it down, we need to do this early, right? We can kind of take our experiences when we took our lumps last year and move that this year, and also know that we're still gonna be that hard playing team, but now we're also a little bit smarter and a little bit more savvy.
It's the process. It's the character that drives the process, right? The character of the people in the locker room that drives the process, and then the process drives the success. And we are doing it that way, which I believe is the right way.